Your work best friend is not your friend. They are an information broker. Here's a situation that happens more often than people realize. You just had the worst one-on-one of your life. Your manager basically told you your project is being reassigned. You're walking back to your desk, and your work best friend, the one you grab coffee with every single morning, comes over and says, "Hey, are you okay? You look a little pale. What did Marcus say?" You tell them everything. 3 days later, your skip-level manager pulls you into a room, and the first thing he says is, "I heard there were some concerns about the project reassignment." You did not tell your skip-level anything, but your best friend did. In the corporate world, you are taught that having a work bestie is the key to happiness. They tell you it builds culture. They tell you it makes the long hours bearable. What they don't tell you is that a company is a competitive system built on leverage. And in that system, the person who knows your secrets is the person who owns your career. Most people don't realize they're handing over live ammunition during a casual lunch until it's being used against them in a performance review. Today, we are decoding the 4 types of social predators in your office. Because being friendly is a strategy, but being friends is a liability. Now, I want to be very clear about something. I am not saying every colleague is your enemy. I am saying the office is not a social club. It is a competitive system. And within that system, some people have learned to use friendship as a tool. Think about how this plays out. You are performing well. You have information about your boss, about upcoming restructuring, about your own frustrations. That information has value. The fake work friend's entire strategy is built around one thing: getting access to that information before you realize what you are trading away. There are 4 of them, and at least one of them is already at your desk. Type 1, the collector. The collector is the most dangerous one because they seem genuinely interested in you. They ask questions, a lot of questions. How did your review go? Did you hear about the restructuring? What do you actually think of the new manager? But here is what you will notice if you pay attention. They never share anything about themselves. Their opinions are vague. Their stories are short. They give you just enough warmth to keep you talking. Translation: they are building a dossier. Every complaint you share, every frustration you vent, every career move you confide, filed away, not because they care, because in a corporate system, information is currency. And the collector is always investing. The tell? Ask them a direct question about their own review. Watch how fast they redirect back to you. Type 2, the mirror. The mirror is a specialist in psychological safety. They don't just agree with you, they amplify you. If you say a meeting was long, they say it was a total waste of talent. You think Marcus is a bad manager? They wrote the book on it. It feels incredible. It feels like, finally, someone gets it. But the mirror is not agreeing because they share your worldview. They are agreeing because agreement lowers your guard. The moment you feel truly understood, you stop filtering. And that is exactly when they start collecting. Remember, the mirror never has opinions first. They always wait to hear yours. Same result as the collector, different method. The tell? Give them a wrong opinion. Say you love a policy you know they hate. If they suddenly love it too, you're talking to a mirror. If you're watching this and realizing you've already shared too much with one of these people, don't panic. You aren't weak. You were just playing a game you didn't know was active. On this channel, we don't do career coaching. We do system decoding. If you want the unwritten rules of the office delivered to you every week before you walk into your Monday morning meeting, hit subscribe. The next two types are the ones who don't just watch you fall. They're the ones who give you the push. Type 3, the stepladder. The stepladder is your shadow. While you are working on a high visibility project, they are your best friend. They offer to collaborate. They want to brainstorm over drinks. But notice the timing. Their friendship has an expiration date, the day the project is delivered. To a stepladder, people are not colleagues. They are tools. Once the job is done, or once they've extracted the skill they needed from you, they don't just leave. They vanish. You'll see them in the hallway, and it's like the last 6 months of friendship never happened. The tell? See how they treat the low-value employees. If they are rude to the admin but best friends with you, you are just a rung on their ladder. Type 4, the saboteur. This is the person who helps you into a corner. They are the ones who tell you, "Don't worry about that deadline. Marcus is in a great mood. I'll handle him." Or they suggest you leave out a key slide in your presentation because it's too technical. They give you bad advice wrapped in good intentions. And when that advice inevitably leads to a mistake, they are the first ones in the manager's office, sighing, saying, "I tried to warn them, but they just wouldn't listen. I feel so bad for Sky." They don't want your job. They just want to make sure you never get theirs. The tell? They only give advice that makes your work easier or shorter. Real allies give advice that makes your work better. Does this mean you should sit in silence and trust no one? No. That's how you get isolated and eventually, quietly fired. The secret is to be tactically friendly. Be warm. Be helpful. Be the person everyone likes to talk to. But keep your internal map, your frustrations, your salary goals, and your exit strategy private. A company is a contract, not a bloodline. Treat your relationships with the same strategic care you treat your spreadsheets. I'm Sky. Go home on time today. You've earned it. I'll see you in the next one.